Hello. Hello, 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 hello. It's Chibox here again today. Man, I need to turn the volume down. Oh, that's too low. Let's go a little bit higher. Oh, wait, hold on. If I go... No, that didn't work at all. There we go. There we go. All right, so as you can see, we've got the model working again today. We did some minor changes to the bitrate. So hopefully this is going to be a nice and smooth experience for everyone. We haven't updated the model since yesterday's rig update, but that's totally okay. All we did yesterday was just the what do you call it? The necklace and the you know, the jewels on the side. So they weren't even completed anyway yet. So it's totally okay that we are not going to, you know, do the thing. All right, so excuse that. We have a new commission from a client. The last one was delivered and the client seems like they were happy with it. So that means that it is time to start the new commission. Interestingly enough, it is the artist I've worked with before, which is great. They make really high quality models, by the way. I'll be sure to check them out actually. They're called Blue Mary 04 on Twitter as well as Instagram. Very, very nice art. So I'll show that shortly. Uno momento, onegai shimasu. I see you're using the model again. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Aurelius? Yes. We are, well, were you here last time when we tried to use the model previously? It was, how to explain it? Procrastinating uni projects. Ha. I know that feeling all too well. The model was wrecking my CPU, so I don't know. You almost never hear at the very start, so I don't know. Like my memory is not good enough to be able to be like, hey, after you told me to come back, after, oh my gosh, what's happening here? Thank you and welcome, by the way, Aurelius. You are our first viewer, it seems. Yeah, I mean, hey, let's just do a recap for the people who weren't watching the stream. People who were watching the VODs, at least. My Live 2D model was crashing my my PC, essentially. My CPU was just not handling it with the encoding and all that stuff. So we made some changes with, well, we reduced the amount of, anyway, settings have been reduced. So hopefully we're going to have a better time here. And according to my processor information, things are looking pretty solid. So what's the plan for you today, Aurelius? What uni project do you have going on? I'm just about to open the Live 2D project that I need to work on. Don't mind me. Two essays for... You left it a little bit late, didn't you? Unless you got it literally yesterday. Oh, I've opened it wrong. Oh, and I've closed my music. Well, let's just let's find some replacement music in the meantime. Okay. Bear with me as usual. cool. This one will do. I think. Oh, wait, hold on. This one won't do. We listened to this yesterday and it was not that great. Hold up. Let's see. All right, you should be able to hear the music there. Hopefully, not too bad. It's a defining INTP characteristic. INTP. Oh, gotcha. Based on the information we found out yesterday. My, well, that's new. Let me close that. All right, Live 2D. Let's open you now and get started. I can't remember exactly what Live 2D, I mean, sorry, what INTP was, but I know it's like introverted something or other. Unless you're literally saying like introverted something something procrastination. Indeed, ESTJ was me. I literally introverted, intuitive, thinking perspective. Okay, procrastination was certainly not one of the options there. So I was only teasing, of course. I think intuitive and thinking is pretty important. Look, these are all very important traits. Introverted also has its benefits, so it's no worries. Hold on, I just need to turn off the Live 2D real quick so that I can cover the client's name and see. Hopefully it doesn't show up. They've asked me specifically not to name them based on a project that they're working on, so we'll respect their wishes. I give you INTP and INTPs and INTJs are similar and generally among the smartest in the. Oh, okay. Yo. While I load this file, hopefully the stream is still going alright. It does tend to use up a bit of resources to do that. And looking at my, oh, we're in the 90% memory. It's pretty hectic. 80% CPU, man, not responding. Hopefully it does respond. Here we go. Let's use the slower setting. And hopefully we can get this thing on stream, on screen, specifically. Come on, you can do it. Stop hogging my CPU, please. Steam is open? Ah, VTS, that's why. I have to admit this is boring, and I'm sure for you guys it's pretty boring as well. Because you can't see anything, but I'll just move my head around. Maybe that'll be entertaining. Still more movements to come. It's not fully rigged, but we've got some basic stuff down. Hopefully that was amusing enough while I was loading my my model that I'll be working on. It's really taking a long time. Usually that only ever happens if the model is really big. I've loaded it as a lower quality model, but that shouldn't actually affect the export quality. It's mainly just to take a little bit easier on my CPU. But we are pretty much destroying my my settings. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's loaded. I can finally bring it up. All right, we need to remove the background and the client name. Oh. All right. Can you respond, please? There you go. I think that's probably enough. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Today was an interesting one. I ended up getting delayed and had to make dinner and all that stuff kind of late, which kind of caused me to have to start streaming at least 15 minutes later than usual. So please accept my apologies on that one. It was not intentional, and I also didn't want to starve. If you're interested, what we made for dinner, which by we I mean me, hot dogs. We got some rolls from the supermarket, and yeah, pretty much rolls from supermarket. Got some hot dogs. Popped those onto like steamed them, and then yeah, we got some jalapeno sauce, which is not super common here. Pop that on there, and it's, you know, it's voila, it is tasty. I don't know if you saw the eyebrow movement there for a second. Yeah, this is still taking some time. I'm saving it as a new file, so hopefully the name is removed from the file name. And then we can get started. Koroshimasho. The man, the myth, the legend. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm just checking out what's going on with my stream. Hopefully it's not super laggy. I'm destroying my CPU by loading this model and also trying to like load a new model that I'm working on right now. How's it going, Koro? How's things? Oh, well, if you can kind of still hear everything, then feel free to display my voice. Unless it's, you know... Who is it? Who? I'm curious. Anybody I know? Perhaps? Sorry, I was literally in the middle of chewing something, so I didn't want to talk with my mouth full on stream. Hey, Mrs. Koro, how's it going? Hello. I don't know if she's still there, but if she is, tell her if she's not, then tell her I said hi. Hi. Hello, hello. What I might need to do... Welcome back, welcome back. This is taking way too long to get started, I'm not gonna lie. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna pop this back. We're gonna do the avatar, non-moving avatar. This should hopefully fix up some of the resource issues. I'm doing a... Oh, jeez. All right, here we go. Unfortunately, the model that I'm about to work on today is like, hey, how's it going, Diceco? Welcome, welcome. The model that I'm about to work on today is relatively big, just like yours, by the way, Koro. So it's literally like destroying my PC just trying to use it. I'll go back to my live 2D one, if needed. You know what? We might not even be able to use it, so we're gonna go right back to the way we were doing it last night, unfortunately. Potato PC. Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, don't tell me about it. I already know this, you know, life story right now. And to think, my PC isn't even that bad. It's just the requirements for a lot of the things I'm doing right now is pretty darn high. Oh, my cat is here. PNG bouncer. Let's go. Load up. Alright. Hello. Bounce, bounce. Yeah, there we go. My cat has blessed us with her presence. What's your plan, my cat? She did this thing where she just stood in the middle of the doorway, and it's like, I can't close the door, and I can't leave it open the whole time. Get a thread ripper? Well, I don't know if I told you, Koro, but I'm looking to move, so I don't really want to buy anything bulky that I can't just kind of take with me. I actually have a laptop which is spec'd way better than my PC. It has a worse graphics card. I think it was a GTX 1050. So there's that. Jeez, this is taking forever to save. CPU is taking... Man, Live 2D, the Live 2D software is really inefficient in regards to resource management. It's sitting here taking GTX. I wish I had that. What do you mean? Are you telling 1030? Oh, 1030. I don't even think I've ever heard of anything under the 1050, right? Or like the 50 number. The 50 numbers. Is yours like built in? I'm not PC shaming you or anything, by the way. I was just kind of curious. Oh, yeah. Right before the 3000s came out, you did mention that the timing was just too good. And so you ended up, like, this was just before everything kind of ended up being, you know, hard to get. I will get probably, I mean, the thing is, right, the most important thing for me is to get a better CPU. My card is actually not the end of the world, like it does enough. Most cost 2K for the GT. Wait, that's how much it cost you for the 1030? I need to know the answer to this one, by the way, Aurelius. Oh wow, these are some big jumps you're doing with the with this with your graphics cards. I don't really see the need to increase my graphics card at the moment. It's doing the job pretty well. But I will say that it could be better. Ryzen's been doing... Wait, hold on. I think Ryzen stuff has been pretty good because of their pricing. Yeah, 12, like 1,200 in like our country is a decent chunk of cash. I'm so sorry that you guys can't see this model yet. It's like, it's taking so long to get to actually to work with it. Uh, no, dude, it would be like 12,000 Rand or like 14, even close to like 15,000 Rand just for what Koro is referring to specifically. Also, this music needs to change. It reminds me of a car struggling a little bit. Are we at 14 Rand to $1 at the moment? I mean, that's not too bad. It's not the worst, that's for sure. I've literally been sitting here trying to save this model for the last 6 minutes. That's how slow my PC is. And actually, interestingly enough, it doesn't usually have issues. It just happens that I'm doing this while I'm streaming, which perhaps is not the most efficient thing to do while streaming. Ah, by the way, it's another model from Blue Mary. I somehow managed to get a client that through Blue Mary, which is nice because her work is really good. What do you say, Koro? Yeah, no, that's some really amazing timing. I really wonder how long it's going to be around like this for, because surely they can, you know, the companies that are manufacturing these graphics cards can just increase production. That combats the whole idea of, you know, whatever's happening right now. Now, given the opportunity, would you spend double just to get a graphics card these days? Would you do it? I think at this stage, what I'm going to do is just a screen share. Hopefully that's not going to be too bad. I see. Okay. So what I'm saying is just not feasible. It's good to know. I guess we just need to wait it out then. Unfortunate. Yeah. I remember when, well, in the past, I actually used to think graphics cards were expensive anyway. But now all of a sudden it's like massive price change. I mean, no, granted, back in the day I didn't really have money, so that's probably why. Good point, good point. Let me just quickly check what my stream is doing. Bitrate is looking pretty solid. The issue really is just my CPU is being bad. Oh, I have an Intel, I think it's an Intel i5, and I think it's about 7th gen. Oh wait, maybe it's not 7th gen. Could it actually be 5th gen even? 5th gen? 6th gen? It's between 5 and 7. It's been doing pretty well actually. Upgrade cooler and overclock that mofo. Again, buying parts for this PC would not be in my best interest. I just want to get straight in and just do a full full on upgrade. Get a better graphics card and just get a good running machine. You know what I mean? At this stage, we might as well change it to just chatting. Where is my model? Oh, hey, by the way, you guys can look at the fan art on the left-hand side there. That is massive. As I kind of just try and resize my image. Let me see, right click, transform. Fit to screen, there we go. Okay, so I gave up on that new model. I need to kind of do all that stuff prior to stream, it seems. My PC will just not deal. So the plan for today is we're just going to continue updating my current model. That might just be the answer here. Since we can actually use it. Alright, here we go. Back in action. Alright, I should probably bring up Live 2D. There we go. Alright, we just have to do something. We can't just sit here waiting 20 minutes just for something to load, you know what I mean? The Vroid, that's a good start. Do you have, I don't know, does Vroid require any additional tracking? I like hand and arm and stuff like that. Optional? Oh, so you can actually just use it like a normal live 2D model, where it just does face tracking and that's it? That's actually really cool. I didn't know that. I wonder how it would be for you know, how it would work in regards to tracking and stuff. I think VC face is what they use for the tracking for that. So hopefully it's not super, you know, hard on your PC. Because if it's anything like VTube Studio, which is what I'm currently using for my model, it may very well be. I'm gonna try pulling my model back up. Can you guys let me know if we have any issues with lagginess? Unfortunately, it doesn't show me when it's being laggy because you know, so I have to rely on you guys, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I'm fortunate that you guys are here, that I can rely on you for this. Hey Koro, if you don't mind me asking, what was the reason for having me for showing me off to your wife? Oh, sorry, to Mrs. Koro. I didn't want to assume anything there. No, where is it? Game, there we go. Test. Well, no, it hasn't even started yet. Now it has started. Feel free to test. 1, 2, 3, test. I mean, if it's an issue, we'll just move back to what we were using before. I mean, this really just highlights that I need to upgrade my... Seems okay? Oh, it's great. Well, yeah, keep me posted. If anything, this kind of just highlights the fact that I need a better PC. I was really considering buying a new one recently, but the whole move idea is kind of throwing that into whack, you know what I mean? My resolution shouldn't affect you. That is true. Well, it depends on what you mean by that. If you change it, I should be totally fine doing what I'm doing. If you're getting lagginess as a result of my encoding and stuff, then yeah, 100% it's my own issue. But if you're just generally having lagginess, then that's an internet thing, my dude. By the way, I'm looking at getting this before the end of the year. MSI. Oh, I don't know anything about the about these things. DDR6 though? Is that in relation? That's RAM? I feel like I sound like a noob for saying that. I didn't even realize DDR6 was a thing. I thought we were still up to DDR4. Are you just buying the parts separately, or are you kind of buying a pre-built thing? Ah, gotcha. Hey, look, you're teaching me something. I am not the best when it comes to computers, at least in relation to specs. We might actually go with 3 for the height. Gives us kind of more options. It's why RAM can't replace GPU. Yeah. It's 4 times faster than RAM. Well, I'll just get 4 times the amount of RAM, right? It would be extremely inefficient though, so I wouldn't recommend it. Each number doubles upon its predecessor. Thanks for the info, dude. Like, the thing is, like, I used to keep track of all this, you know, all this stuff, like what the best things were, and you know, all the information regarding that. But the thing is, like, things change so quickly in that kind of space. So I kind of just stopped keeping track. It's probably an issue on my part, but I don't know. The thing is, like, my PC, I built this thing. How long ago was it? About 5, 6, 7, yeah, about 5 years ago. And since then, I kind of just didn't care about it anymore in regards to like getting new parts and stuff. I looked up one day, can RAM substitute GPU? Because my GPU is bad, and mine is built myself. Continuous upgrading. Well, that's the benefit, isn't it, to having, you know, to having a tower versus like having a laptop. And the only thing you can do with the laptop is increase the amount of RAM and the hard drive disk space, I guess. I mean, you probably take out the CD drive if you really wanted to, but I'm not sure what you place there though. Oh, I mean, that's good. At least you got someone there to kind of help you out. It can be kind of difficult if you don't know what's going on. And especially when you're talking about like spending that amount of money, it's nice to have some sort of like failsafe. Nah, I mean, where's the back? It's this thing here. That's my shirt. All right. Coat back. What's interesting here is that the hand is stopping all of the movement, so I can't even. I have to change this again. We might just go back to 4 the way it was before. Oh, Control Z. Let's see. I say myself electrician more than I don't have any steady hands and am likely to forget to earth myself to the box. You don't need to, like, at least from my experience, right? You don't need to be consistently earthed and use like anti-static mats and stuff like that. I mean, but yeah, you do need to kind of ground yourself to the box every now and then. But I'm just, you know, maybe I'm giving bad advice. Listen to your father, kids. I mean, he's an electrician, right? So probably a good idea to take his advice, not some online guys. Safest? I mean, you're gonna 100% have to get rid of the touch. Sorry, you're 100% gonna have to let go of the box at some stage. You can get one of those grounding wrist pads or whatever that keeps you grounded, which is also not a bad idea if you've got one. I mean, arguably that would be the safest. You push your arm around a corner of the box and you can work. That's an interesting idea. How do you install things like the CPU while you do that? How do you unbox things? I feel like this, I mean, unless you've got, you've got a helper or something. I don't know how that would work. If you aren't working on the box, no need to touch. Oh, right. That's what you mean. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's not bad. Not a bad, and there's the leg. Oh, no, damn. You know what? I guess that just means what it means. It's time to, quit the app. Bring back the bouncer. Oh. Am I back? Yeah, I'm back. Woo. Second buffer. Man, that's really unfortunate. It just highlights the fact that I need a better CPU. 100%. This is the way. Yeah, thanks for that, by the way, Aurelius. I appreciate that. Letting me know what's going on. I wonder where Kuro went. I mean, he might still be here. He might not be. Could also be busy. Asked him a question and he never came back. Oh, he never replied. It might take a little bit of time to kind of just pop in, but 8 to 9 seconds. It should resolve itself over a short, over time. Trying to be perfect about this, but I feel like it's futile. Okay, now here we go. All right, 8 to 9 seconds. That's oh, have I failed? It looks like there's really no way that we can stop it from the hand doing that thing, being in the way. Oh, it's so frustrating. Doesn't look bad? Yeah, but I mean, like, the hand is in the way, so if you ever did movement, right, the hand should technically stop any of the physics from, from taking most of the physics from taking effect in the top part there. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Oh, well, we'll just have to manually do it. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Though that wasn't a good idea. Apparently, V-Roid models are pretty interesting to work with. I was actually looking at them, interestingly. I don't know if I mentioned this on stream already, but I was looking at V-Roid models not too long ago. Just price ranges and kind of what they could be used for. I'm a real fan of 3D models, really. I feel like they're so much more flexible, but I mean, the price point I think is the kind of killer at the end of the day. We're looking at what, like, I think I mentioned this to somebody else, but it's like you're looking at like $5,000 for like a decently designed one, which is a bit much. But I guess you're paying for the. I mean, obviously, like anything, like any service, right? You're paying for the time that the person takes to go and to render everything and all that type of stuff. So it makes sense. And if you want high quality product, you generally pay for that. Mm. So you mentioned that you were gonna get a what was it, live 2D? No, sorry, yeah, live 2D further down the line, but in the moment you're gonna just get a Vroid. I know Vroids are relatively cheap at the moment, right? They're like about 20 bucks, so about 200 rand for a Vroid. It's not too bad. Yeah, great for a starting. I want to say model. Oh, that's so good. Oh, nice. Are they doing it for free or are they charging you? I mean, either way, I'm sure you wouldn't be out of pocket too much at the end of the day. I can DM you, pick up the progress on Discord. Oh, dude, you've got progress already? Yeah, send it through. Wait, yeah, Discord? Okay, I'll check through and see what you sent through. Hey, Chibox, what's up? I mean, sorry. Sorry. Hey, Diceco. Oof, talking to myself, my bad. Ah, thanks, man. Hey, Chief. Alright, you know, I didn't have my coffee today, alright? How's it going, Diceco? What's up? How's things? Welcome again, by the way. Still eating dinner, unfortunately. So, I was trying to work on a customer model, but it didn't work out because it took too long to load. Literally about like 15 minutes. So I just decided to use my own one. Tomorrow or next week we'll be doing a stream for the customer model. By that time I would have actually had some stuff done. And Live 2D probably wouldn't be, you know, failing as much as it is now. How's things going with you, Diceco? I didn't get to see you at all today, mainly because, you know, I was out of the... I mean, I wasn't on Discord today. How's things? What's pop, as Diceco would say? No worries, Diceco. Feel free to lurk as much as you want. I know you're here in spirit. Yeah, Aurelius, I had a look at that, at the model. I somehow thought that you'd be kind of more bony, perhaps? V-Roid limitations? You... Hmm. Right, so you're telling me in V-Roid you can't do like skulls and stuff? I feel like you probably could, but it would be relatively difficult. Hmm. Half skeletal. Sorry, just kind of taking a bit of a bite out of my hot dog here. That's interesting. I mean, I've done 2 live 2D models where the client's model was like half something and half something else. The most recent one that was like that was like a half robot, half human. The other one was kind of like a half. No, it was just like a zombie. I think it was a zombie, and so it was like half bone, half zombie flesh. Hey, how's it going, Orochi? Welcome, welcome. Actually, I was talking to Orochi about like about V-Roid models and pricing and just general looking goodness. Oh, well, I mean, go for it. I mean, if you get the money or you've got the skill to be able to kind of replicate that, by all means. By the way, Orochi, I tried to use my my rig again and it failed. My CPU was getting destroyed. So it turns out reducing the bitrate didn't really resolve the issue for me at all. I'll have to look and see. Maybe I just need to use my laptop as a secondary thing and just kind of outsource all of the information, the tracking information there. Oh, no worries, Aurelius. Appreciate you popping in. Even if it was for a short amount of time. Even if it was for a whole hour. Man, time flies. I legitimately didn't realize it was an hour already. So no, by all means, you know, take care of what you need to take care of. Do what you gotta do, my friend. Uni, yeah, don't procrastinate that, my dude. Make sure you pass that with flying colors. Spend the time you need. Don't be like me and regret it later down the road. I'm joking, but seriously, you know, do your best. I know you can survive. I mean, surpass it. Catch you, Aurelius. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so we're just going to continue working on my model, by the way. We've done some physics for the... What do you call this? The bottom of the coke? The cloak? Oh my gosh. I didn't have my coffee today, so my brain is not functioning correctly. Yeah, we've done some of the physics for the cloak, the coat. And... coat tail? We've done the tail as well. We did that yesterday. But yeah, essentially the coat tail is the end of the coat. Yeah, got you. Yeah, exactly. I mean, tail of the coat. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Don't worry, I was picking up what you're putting down. You're all good, friend. I actually realized there was something wrong here. These actually need to be, I think it's multiply layers. Wait, is it multiply or is it additive? Yeah, additive ones. Now they've got that shine. Same with these ones over here. So what's up for you? What's up with you, man? What did you get up to today? All I saw was that you went to bed. Oh, what's going on over there? I feel honored. I was the first one you decided to come and see as you woke up. Interesting enough. Oh, thanks, man. I mean, wait, hold on. Wait, you should be thanking me? Oh, no. I appreciate it, dude. I was actually going to say, this is the first thing that I do. One of the first things I do when I wake up is I check to see if Soul is streaming. And it's almost never. And then funnily enough, today when Soul was streaming, I joined the stream and Soul had just started a host of like Yami stream. So I just missed it, unfortunately. But hey, Yami was doing good. She was doing Helltaker, and I'm not gonna lie, it reminded me of how fun Helltaker was, and I kind of want to do a playthrough of that on stream, even despite. I didn't know Yami streamed. I don't think. Yeah, Yami streams. She does. I'm trying to think what she usually streams. I don't know. They played. I know she did a collaboration with Heikate. Oh, they've got their own server, so they do self promo there. Not super common, but it does, does happen. All right, we were doing this. Oh, it looks like we're playing the same music as yesterday. I was kind of a bit of a rush today, trying to kind of get things, in place. That's so funny. I literally stopped one video and started another one, and it was the exact same song. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of salty about my model not working. I've spoken about it at least about 4 times today. It's really upsetting. What's the point of what's the point of rigging if you can't even show off your own rigged model? So sad, so sad. There's only one option here really at the end of the day, and it's to buy new computer parts. Skrilla on computer stuff instead of waifus? Yo, why are you calling me out like that, man? Yo, Eula wasn't gonna get, pull herself. And if you haven't seen the new character that's been announced for Genshin, dude, he looks good. What's his name? It's like Kazuha or something like that. He's a freaking samurai. I mean, he's not really a samurai. He's like just kind of Japanese. What do you call it? Japanese swordsman. The Genshin Kazuha. And his skills are so freaking cool. I'm kind of salty, right? The fact is that they made him a better looking MC. Like, he essentially does, like, he does everything the MC should do, but better. And his art looks freaking cool. Like, his costume looks amazing. Not costume, his just like default clothing looks really good. That's one thing that ticks me off with Genshin, is that they made the MC just kind of look dull by comparison. I understand it's the tactic though, is to like to entice people into buying your character, into rolling, so that they can, you know, try and get the better characters. What are your thoughts on mac and cheese? I don't know if I don't know if that's like a controversial question in any kind of way, but I'm just kind of curious. The reason why I asked this question was I went to a cafe this morning, right? So went to a cafe and I didn't really have thoughts about it. That's slightly disappointing. I thought you might have some sort of mac and cheese is very plain dish. Ah, I see. That's a good explanation. Yeah. What I was gonna say was, I had this chips, right? It was meant to be like a loaded fries or whatever, right? And it was like thicker chips, with jalapenos and whatever. Ava, that's the marketing. Make default. Hey, how's it going, Ava? Welcome. Long time no see, dude. Glad to see you've decided to join us. If anybody was curious, Ava is the one that actually illustrated this model. Um, yeah, I don't know. What else can I say about you, Ava? So I was talking about this loaded fries, right? And so they said, "Hey, we'll put our like special cheese sauce on it." And I was like, "All right, man, I'm not really a fan of cheese, but hey, let's see what you got." And so they come out and they give this to me, right? And it's literally just like mac and cheese sauce, like over all these chips. And I'm like, somehow this was not enough for me to feel satisfied. Not like the chips themselves actually tasted fine, but it was just like the mac and cheese sauce was just too much. Hey, do you want to see? I'll show you, Ava. I don't think you actually got to see how the model looks at the moment. Why is it not showing up? There we go. Alright, so we're doing like some looking around. It's not done yet, but we're still in the process of actually rigging it. The thing is, like, I was kind of just like, I don't know. Like I had nothing in my mind that made me think it was gonna be good cheese. But I just thought it wouldn't be that cheese, you know what I mean? Like I was like, oh cool, they'll just melt some cheese, chuck it on top, and it's like as good as that. But it was almost like white sauce. Yeah, actually, that's actually probably a good point. It was pretty much just white sauce. And I'm not a fan of white sauce. I feel like white sauce is very kind of boring. Yeah, you did a good job, by the way, Ava. Too good of a job, if you ask me. Okay, so in South Africa, right, we've got this place called oh geez, what's it called? Steers. All right, it's called Steers, and they do like relatively decent burgers and stuff. But they've got like this loaded fries, right? And you can get it without the cheese, so it's like an extra option. So you can go like I usually get like onion bits and like jalapenos, and that is enough because I tried the cheese one time and it was just so overpowering. As a result, it's really good minus the cheese. So I was kind of expecting this one to be a little bit like that, and it was a bit of a fail, in my opinion, right? So that's mainly because I'm not a fan of white sauce, or it's mainly just white sauce. Yeah. Yeah, Ava, did you see the new character for Genshin? The thing is, like, I wanted to give the place a good kind of like go. You know what I mean? Like, we'd never been to this cafe before, and so I was like, okay, well, what should I get here? Let's try a couple of things. So, to be fair, we did get more than just the loaded chips, right? We got like a brownie. I had like a brownie shake, which is pretty good. The brownie looked pretty interesting, and then there was the chips. Ava, tell me that this samurai guy isn't just MC but better. His E looks freaking great. He essentially does Zhao's like ultimate. Just jumps up in the air and like can probably stay there for a little bit as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be saving up my primo gems for that guy. I'm kind of curious how they're gonna do the costumes as well. Hopefully it'll be like event based. So it's like, hey, you can, you know, do the event and you can win currency to be able to unlock skins for the characters. I think Barbara will be free though. Barbara's one will 100% be free because they gave Barbara away for free, and it's kind of like an incentive to play the game. Hey, you guys have Barbara, and now you can have this amazing new Barbara summer skin. It does look good. The Jean one is probably going to cost money though. Jean being a character not everybody has. Hmm. So I'm kind of looking forward to this new expansion, but I just finished. I'm like still in the process of like leveling Eula, and it's kind of like I've sunk so many resources into getting Eula to where she is now. She's only like 666 in the skills. Yeah. Hey Orochi, I kind of I want to kind of say I'm a bit of a foodie to be perfectly honest. I'm a little bit judgmental if things are not kind of decent. But to say that, like, I give a lot of chances for people to make, for companies or businesses to make like good food. You know what I mean? I'm not just like, I mean, unless the experience was just completely bad. All right, what's next? This, and this can become one. I'll call it a shawl. I'm a third person too. Have you done fine dining? I've yet to try fine dining. Mainly because I haven't found an event, like a time, like a perfect event to go and do some fine dining, you know what I mean? I'd love to though. Have some Shokugeki no Soma kind of experiences, you know what I mean? Like fine dining? I mean, where they set you up with like the different types of cutlery. And you've got like smaller portions versus like the big, hearty meals. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying. Is like I haven't had fine dining to that level because I've not found an occasion where it would be good to do that. I think the closest I ever did was like a work function where we went to this like pretty like popular like high class restaurant, but we only went there for like tapas and stuff. And so we didn't really get to try the menu, but it was like mind blowing. I can still taste in my mind. I can still mentally visualize and like recreate the flavors in my mind from what I had there. It was like this kind of like shrimp on like toast. It sounds so dull, but it was like just shrimp on toast. But it had like the mayonnaise and whatever, and just the way they did it, and it was just so tasty. I think it's the way that they cooked the toast. It was like had a bit of char going on. Right, it was next level. Tapas are what really? Shrimp toast is a classic? Yo, I just feel I'm uncultured now. Maybe, who knows? Oh. No, it was just a tapas dish, you know what I mean? So I was unsure if this was actually like a common thing, you know what I mean? We probably don't need one for this. Let's get rid of that. I was gonna say though, is what? Oh, wait, hold on. What do you mean that it's like the expensive restaurants are generally not worth it? Have you been to like Gordon Ramsay's burger joint? Dude, costs like $100 for a burger. I don't know how I would feel about that, to be perfectly honest. But apparently they're pretty good, like customizable and stuff. No worries, dude. Um, hmm. That is expensive. A $50 steak seems pretty. I think the only place I'd ever expect to spend that type of money is like a steakhouse. Specifically a steakhouse that specializes in steaks, you know what I mean? Otherwise, probably not worth. Alright, we're gonna do the collar next. Wow. I see. I mean, if you're saying it's not worth it, then perhaps it's not. Over here, there's not many places you can actually get something that good. Sorry, like a T-bone. But there's only like one place. It's, what's it called? It's called Steers. No, Spur. It is like a Native American kind of themed, or like cowboys kind of themed, or like Wild West themed restaurant. It's kind of cool. Yeah, $20 dessert, man. It was good, but for that money, I would have expected 3 times as much as what I got. Yeah, I feel that. Um, Generally, if they're charging that much for a dessert, it's probably not worth it. From my own experience, anyway. I used to do a lot of cafe kind of or like restaurant. Um, I don't want to say crawls, but I used to go to a couple of restaurants when I was living back in New Zealand, and the going rate for like desserts and stuff were usually about like about $20. Um, so you always go on like a half price night, and they were they were all right. You know, they were never really blowing my mind. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, if you're going to be giving a smaller portion size, the dish better be extremely tasty. You know what I mean? Like, it better make you not worry. You know, you shouldn't think about the price. It must be that on such a level that you're like, wow, this is so tasty. I would 100% spend this much money again. Like, I mean, a good example is like you get some commissioned art, right? And you're like, man, this is like $150. Just as an example, right? You're like, man, this is $150, and then you actually get that, and you're like, wow, this is only $150. You know what I mean? Like that type of feel. I think, I mean, I'm pretty sure any kind of purchase is an emotional purchase, right? So if you don't feel emotion, like obviously to get it over the line, you need to kind of be impulsive enough to buy. But yeah, I mean, I think you generally you attach any kind of emotion to any purchase. So it might be like it has to be good for it to. I mean, and even this, right? Like, so it might have been the most amazing dessert you've ever had, but the staff may have been bad, you know what I mean, or not treating you guys well. So then you would probably not go back there. You know what I mean? Hopefully that you got some good staff at this place that sorry, some good some good staff at this place that you end up spending so much money at. Oh damn, I called it coat again. It's meant to be shirt. Oh no, hold on. Oh, I was just blind. They're fine, it's whatever. Ah, I see. To be perfectly honest, if I could have like a perfect kind of environment for eating, it would be I look at the menu, I pay first, and then I get my food and go away. Or pay for my food, I get my food, I sit and I eat it, and then I go. I'm not really one of those people that enjoys kind of, you know, kind of wondering when the waiter's going to come and give you the bill. That's the most frustrating thing actually about South Africa, if I was to say anything, is that that's the culture that we've got here. Is people just end up waiting like 20 minutes for the waiter to come. And it's like, guy, I got stuff to do. Always feels awkward just standing there by the like the pay booth. Tipping culture dictates that. Yeah. Generally, the way that I kind of handle it now is if I know the place does tipping, like where you have to tip the waiter. Which I got no issue tipping, right? Actually, I probably would tip more if it went this way, right? I I get the menu, and they come relatively quickly, or in just the right amount of time, um, to take my order. I give them the order, and then they bring me the order, right? And at that point, I'll be like, "Please give me the bill." That way, the food hasn't even, like, the food is coming. and I've already paid for it. And the waiter can just be like, yo, hey, guys already tipped me, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't like the idea of having to wait to have to pay. Oh, well, I mean, generally, I don't need anything else. Like, usually I come there just to eat the food and stuff. And the thing is, like, if you're there with family or whatever, and you're just there to, or like a social event to chat or whatever, then you can do that freely without having to worry about interruptions of, people coming in and asking you, you know, are you ready to pay and stuff like that. Drinks, takeaway boxes. These are the reasons you're waiting. I don't have any ish. Yeah, okay, that's actually a pretty fair point. I don't want them to come back and ask me for more things, but the takeaway boxes is usually a thing. Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's a good one. I think that's the only reason that I can think of where it would be extremely handy to have not paid the waiter. But in almost all instances, in my opinion, the waiter 100% should have been paid by, like, earlier than that. But that's mainly just because I don't like dealing with it. I just kind of like want to get it done. Because, like, yeah, you just need to call the button. Yo, they got buttons? Bruh, I feel like, I mean, like, over here, it's like you're in class, you have to put your hand up if you want to get attention, you know what I mean? Or just kind of hope that they see you doing the kind of awkward, like, look around, like. Okay, let's try this one again. Sorry, just 1 second. My cat is... She's meowing, but I have no idea why. She's like... She was sleeping. It's just literally a second ago. So it turns out my cat was in the drawer, and she managed to climb her way in the drawer to a higher drawer. And so she was like complaining about how she was going to get out because the drawer wasn't open. So that was an interesting one. Cats, man. Cat logic sometimes. That's cat's been... Yeah. Yo. Understatement. Understatement, if anything. That's for sure. Actually, I was just thinking, Ava was up kind of late. Like, usually Ava's gone to bed by that stage. But I guess maybe because of the weekend, Ava's doing a bit of late night. Orochi, didn't you say you were taking a shower, dude? I mean, I appreciate the talking, but if you got stuff to do, man, I don't want to be the one to hold you up. Alright, by all means, stay. I'm not chasing you away. I'm just, trying to make sure that I'm not holding you from anything that's important. Though I must admit, I am having some trouble rigging this shirt and making it look decent. We might not even, right? I'm trying to imagine a time when my collar actually went flying around like that. Oh, hey, I mean, that's true. I guess, thanks, man. Um, there is also, you know, Twitch on your phone, but I feel like being an antisocial person, just looking at your phone while you're like with your family could be a bit of a thing. Hello, cat. My cat has decided to grace us with her presence, but she's doing the thing where she is sitting on my keyboard. It's great. Really? I never really had much problems with it. I was using it this morning. It seemed pretty okay. I think just the finding thing. Really? No, I mean, you click on the button and you go chat, and then you accept the chat rules, and it's about that. Actually, thinking about that, I need to set some chat rules. Wait, can I do that? Or is that a no? That might be a affiliate thing. Anyway, you guys know the chat rules. It's much the same as the normal rules. Just don't be an egg. Egg freeze up. Are you familiar with the term egg when you call someone an egg? Okay, that's good, because I've only heard like 1 or 2 people ever use it outside of New Zealand. So I'm glad that somebody else knows what it is. Also, in other news, this model actually, funnily enough, is nearly done. All that needs to be done at this stage... Oh. All that needs to be done at this stage is to do the actual movements, and also kind of like specialty movements like the hand coming down or something along those lines. Actually, I'm more curious, how did Ava do the hand? There is a separate finger. There you go. I guess, like, egg is kind of an interesting word when you think about it, right? In regards as an insult. Well, not an insult, but in regards to kind of like the way that it's used overseas. Oh, sorry, I'm just changing the volume of the music so that it's not extremely loud for me. I will make it a little bit higher for you guys so that it does not seem different. Okay, I think the ideal the ideal thing to it we're going to do here is we're going to fix up the angles because they are not done. Because if you look at that, there's something... It's this one here that doesn't look accurate. Face. Well, that'll be why. That hair also needs to be fixed. Now that I think about it, the small things like this would be kind of neat to update as well. I feel since Ava went through the effort to do it, I should probably do it as well. Actually, it might be the other way around. Would be less here and more this way. Maybe not that drastic though. I'm considering perhaps I should need to take tomorrow off from streaming. Not because I'm not enjoying it, and not because of anything other than the fact that, you know, kind of want to have an evening to do some other stuff as well. But I kind of will see how I feel tomorrow. Me, better. So nothing has been confirmed. I mean, it guess depends on what I've got going on. Yeah, most people don't stream every single day. Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly honest, Orochi, if I do this like I do live 2D, literally every moment of my waking like breath that is not related to my occupation is live 2D. So, I mean, if I streamed everything I did, yeah, I don't think it would be healthy, to be perfectly honest. Plus, I think if you stream a lot, there's less of a big deal to deviate from stream. Plus, I think if you stream a lot like that, it's less of a big deal to deviate from the stream. I guess so, right? Yeah. I mean, that's probably not a bad. Yeah, that's probably not an invalid point. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure what my long-term schedule is going to be. I know it's not going to be an everyday stream situation because streaming will just generally be based on rigging and kind of if I've got anything fun to do. I did say I wanted to do something when I hit affiliate, but that'll only literally be in a month's time. Once affiliate... Wait, I think so, right? I'm pretty sure affiliate just doesn't take effect like as soon as possible. I think it does wait a little while until you've got enough. Let me have a look at my own achievements real quick and let's see what it says. Okay, reach X amount of followers, stream on different days. To be eligible to apply, you must meet the requirements of, yeah, within the 30-day period. Yeah, okay, cool. So technically I can go to affiliate by the end of this week, literally by tomorrow. So that's the main reason as to kind of why I'm going to do an everyday stream. Now I'm pretty sure once you hit the requirements, you get the prompt right away. Yeah. So the idea is that hopefully I can get it by the end of this week. We are literally 6 follows away from affiliate, by the way. We are so close. So super close. Average viewers is actually pretty impressive. I need to thank you guys really for coming and watching me do what I'm doing and entertaining me and allowing me to entertain you perhaps as well. I mean, the alternative would be I would just be talking in Discord, doing much of the same thing, to be perfectly honest. So, at least this way I can kind of interact with more people as well, which is fun. Do you have experience with affiliate Orochi, or is that just something that you've heard in the grapevine? Not my own channel, but I believe lots of people are getting it. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Well, that's totally possible. It kind of explains as to why certain people say, hey, I've got affiliate within X amount of time. I maintain that it's a scam. Do elaborate on that, by the way. I've been doing a lot of reading and I wasn't quite sure what the stance was. I think for me, the idea of getting channel points is really appealing. So that way I can kind of, it's like a reward system for, like a loyalty reward system for people. Hopefully it's not that super long video of that guy talking about it. I think the only difference between affiliate and not affiliate is that affiliate locks you into not being able to do multi-streams. I put it in the live GD Discord a few times. Yeah, I mean it might be the same person. Yeah, flop it in. I mean, sorry, not flop it in. Place it in there if you'd like. I'd be curious to see if it is the same person that I'm thinking of. Okay, so we need to synthesize those. We'll see what happens here with the synthesis. I'm not sure if it'll be... Yeah, I mean, it's actually alright. Kind of does the job. Path to affiliate? Yeah, it is this guy. It's 100% this guy. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've heard mixed things about it, right? So in some instances, I've heard that affiliate, being affiliate, they'll actually kind of recommend your channel more, which means you could get more viewership. The other thing is that, yeah, you're locked off being able to do multi-streams. The affiliate he was talking about, I believe, was the one where you have to pay. That's the Monster Cat one where you get affiliate right away. I think that's the one that he's referring to. I don't think I ever clicked a random stream on Twitch, so I don't know. I mean, the only time I've ever done that is when I'm about to raid someone. That went away, I think, by the way. Yeah, the Monster Cat thing is not around anymore. And they've got a lot of backlash for that whole idea. Because people were like, well, you know, I grinded for my affiliate and now you're just giving it to people. They just have to pay some money. You know what I mean? I agree with that, by the way. I think if it's the same as like if they gave away partnership, but you had to, I mean, if you paid for it, you know, all those people that put their hard work in, is like, what's the point? I think Twitch sees it as potentially a win-win regardless, right? Because, hey, you're paying $5, so now we get your $5. But also, if anybody subs to you or gives you bits, well, we get that, we get 50% of it as well, right? So they're like, well, it's win-win for us. So I believe that's probably what happened. You know, and so the reasoning as to why that kind of happened. But the backlash was too great, so that's why they probably removed it. Perhaps also a part of incentivizing record labels to allow certain music. Well, I mean, the fact that I guess Twitch gets 50% is a bit of a thing. Well, for affiliate at least. Do give me your kind of view on that. Compare the tips though. What's the difference between tips through Streamlabs? I didn't even realize that Streamlabs could manage something like that. 50% is kind of ridiculous. It's essentially, I believe, a sub is about $5, right? So essentially, you're getting $2.50 out of that. I see. Well, they've got a system called what is it called? Streamlabs Prime. So that's probably where they're getting their money from. You can still set up alerts and stuff. Oh, I'll need to have a look into that stuff, eh? Because at the moment, I'm still running the default OBS. Don't buy Streamlabs Prime either. I mean, I've literally just got normal OBS, so there would be no need for me to do that. And don't use Streamlabs OBS. I've heard it has a higher drain on your PC. Okay, this needs to be fixed. F here 3D. Okay. Especially since you have lower in specs, yeah, it runs like a pig. I'll keep that in mind. And I mean, I'd actually heard that myself, so I was kind of staying away from it, just generally anyway. Apparently, there's also a bunch of notifications that pop up and say, hey, why don't you download or sign up for Streamlabs Prime? Something along those lines. This music makes me feel like I want to play Muse Dash. I'm not gonna lie. There's plenty of services you can use when you get to get what you want. It doesn't have to be Streamlabs, or you can mix and match, and you don't manage anything at all. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of bots and stuff that you can use for your stream. I need to do some investigation into that, to be perfectly honest. This one needs to be 3Dified. I'm pretty sure this is free. This is royalty-free music. I'm 100% sure I've heard. What's the song? What are we at? Oh, it's called Different Heaven, Far Away. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. Yeah, I mean, I've only just scratched the surface, really, of streaming and actually just Twitch in general. And OBS, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah, there's much to learn. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. Who is here? I think it's important to make sure that you understand what the implications of what you're doing is. I think, and just kind of weigh it up, you know what I mean? Like for me, I personally don't mind any of those things that Twitch offers in regards to, you know, monetization or whatever. It's just the main thing that I want to do is be able to kind of incentivize the loyalty program with, you know, with viewers. You know, being able to redeem things is, I think, kind of fun. I mean, that is part of the reason as to why I continue to watch certain other streamers. Is because I'm like, hey, you know, I get to save up for something really cool, or I can interact with the stream in a different way. I'm planning to do some things which will react with the model specifically, and just the normal kind of hydrates and whatever. But whatever, you can get some hydrate shenanigans going on. I think I need to speak to Ava about some additional assets. Ava, if you're here, there's some additional assets I want to add to the model, namely around drinking things, perhaps like a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or something like that. We'll talk about it later, if you're here. I think the most important thing for me, by the way, Orochi, before I can start playing around with like some of these things, is to get my model to work first on what is it called, on Twitch. No, thanks, Ava. I'll send you a message, and we can organize that. There's a couple of additions that I want to add, but yeah, they're not urgent at all, by the way, so it's no worries. I was actually going to mention, not related to anything that we've spoken about, there's a really good manhwa called Hardcore Leveling Warrior. I'd recommend anybody read that. Also, I mean, solo leveling is probably like the most mainstream in the sense that most people know about it. There's also God of High School, as well as Tower of God. Tower of God has got a lot of episodes, or a lot of chapters, I should say. I forgot what it's called now. Hardcore Leveling Warrior is pretty good though. Especially since the main character is kind of, he's not OP, but he's kind of OP. He's that kind of the definition of skill beats everything. So if you, and that's not spoiler, because he's literally throughout the game that he kind of cheeses his ways through things because of certain mechanics and stuff. But anyway, it's good. I'd recommend anybody watch it or read it. Sorry. Solo Living is good. Apparently, it's based on a visual novel, and that visual novel's already finished. I do need to catch up on my solo leveling, to be perfectly honest. I remember, where did I get up to? The thing is, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I'm not going to say anything like that, but I got up to the point where he took the artist took a hiatus for, I think it was about a month or so. Wait, so how do you think it holds up, right? Is the visual novel as good as the or the manhwa as good as the visual novel, or the light novel? Sorry. I was actually thinking about picking up solo leveling again when I had a moment. Though I'm kind of just, not having that moment at the moment. And actually, I've been watching a lot of Princess Connect as well. It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually pretty high quality show. Animation style is really good as well. I think someone mentioned that it was written by the same person who did, what was it, Konosuba? It's got a lot of the same kind of jokes, but it's really great. Man, I missed Konosuba. I wish I hadn't finished it. Mainly so that I could rewatch it. Well, I guess technically I can go rewatch it and it shouldn't be a problem. Do you know how to drive? Hey JD, welcome, welcome. How's it going? Thanks for joining in. Regarding your question, I do know how to drive. Do you have a question that you need answered relating to driving? $15 miles per hour is very... I don't know what miles per hour is. I guess, let me check what miles to kilometers is. No, 15 miles per hour is not that fast. $24 Ks? Nah, it's really kind of slow. It's ridiculously slow, actually. JD, this is the first time you've ever driven a car? I will say, when I first drove and I went 100, I felt like I was losing control. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, anybody that drives at this speed is crazy. But now I'm like, 100, bruh. What's going on here? Eventually, it's not really a big deal. You're gonna get used to it. Who drives at 100? Yeah, I mean, that's what I used to think. I was like, man, I'm gonna crash. I didn't crash, but it just felt like you had so little control. But yeah, you just 100% get used to the speed and everything. I think you'll be fine, dude. Just get some practice on in real situations. Yeah, kilometers per hour. Sorry, I should have specified. Kilometers per hour is what? Let's see. It'll be less miles. Let's see, 100. 100 yards. Oh, this is yards. Whoops. Apparently this conversion doesn't do the other way around, which is really kind of not optimal. I think 100 is pretty reasonable speed, to be perfectly honest, if you are on like a motorway. I think even on a motorway, you'd be like 120, which would probably be what, 70 or 80 miles per hour. I feel like somebody that lives in the US would probably have a good idea, or how fast do you guys drive there on like the big roads? Around 60? Oh no, wait, JD, are you in the US? I thought you were not located in that area. I thought that we were located in a specific other location, not the US. Yeah, that's what I thought. Is most highway limits? Yeah, that sounds pretty fair. That sounds pretty accurate, actually, in regards to like international kind of standard. JD, unless you're driving a car that doesn't have any kind of steering wheel assist, I think you'll be fine. Welcome back, Moons, by the way. I don't know if you had gone for your shower or not. Mm. It's very common actually over here to see about 100 k's, 100 kilometers, 80 kilometers, and 120. Usually that's the standard when you're going like intercity and stuff like that, 120 or like a highway motorway situation. But anything higher than that is generally illegal. So uh, the people, the cops will likely pull you over if they do see you doing that, if they care at the moment. So really anything's possible in that stage. Okay, so what's this? The side? Side here needs to have 3D as well, it seems. Actually, it probably doesn't need to. It's not that crazy. You're not really looking at this. Okay, let's unify it. Let's unify it. I think that makes sense. Just one moment. I'm just gonna grab something to drink. I don't have a be right back screen, but I will be right back. There you go. Welcome. Oh, sorry, I'm back. I was just gonna say I redeemed a hydrate for you guys, and I haven't even become affiliate. Forward thinking. Okay, so we're gonna try and do some 3D effects with this side here as well. Oh, geez, my cat's going on. All right, so like I was saying, we will be trying to do a 3D effect on all the parts of the hair if possible. Some of it doesn't really make sense, like the back hair. We probably won't do anything there, but the side hair is probably a little bit is important enough that we probably do want to round it out a little bit. Actually, before we do that, let's do some kind of mesh play. Huh. Funnily enough, it seems like there's only two objects in this one, which is weird because there's more side things over here. I must have kind of been a little bit funny about how I put it in. Oh, you want to go in here? Okay. It's an empty cupboard, my friend. So we want to kind of play around with the deformer a little bit so that we have some kind of baseline of the position. It'll be a little bit easier to kind of get the deformations that we're actually after. Ah, cool. So there is actually some stuff on the side here. Oh, by the way, JD, good luck with your driving lessons, man. It can be a little bit daunting initially, but you'll totally get the hang of it. I think you'll be totally fine. It's the same with anything, to be perfectly honest. Like when it comes to driving, like you may have not have driven a specific car, you'll probably feel a little bit uncomfortable, but the more you drive it, the more comfortable you start to feel. Hmm. Up and down, we probably don't have to worry too much. It doesn't look like there's anything really going on there. So we'll just synthesize real quick and just make sure that it is kind of in decent shape at the very least. If anything, I would say this position needs to come in a little bit to match this one. Or perhaps like that a little bit. What are you doing in there, my cat? Do you guys remember an anime called? Well, actually, I don't know what it's called, but essentially the premise of the anime was that you did these like battles, right? And it would allow you to withdraw money from into the real world. And you had this kind of like partner character or whatever that was around and kind of helped you fight. It was essentially like your avatar. It wasn't not the world trigger. Oh, no, not world trigger. It is the main character was like kind of like a university student, and his avatar or his kind of like partner was this kind of like brown-haired female, looked almost like a devil or like a demon of some sort. It was like the something about money. Oh, wait, it's the money and soul of possibility and control. Ah, that's what it is. Wait. Yeah, it was called C, the money of soul and possibility and control. I thought it was a really good anime. If you guys haven't seen it already, it's yeah, essentially the whole premise is that you certain people have this special card, and it allows you to spend or kind of like invest money, and the more you invest, the stronger your investment. Well, I guess just the investment in your avatar got something along those lines, and you could essentially pull out money from this digital world into the real world, almost like essentially Bitcoin. Think about it like that. It's just Bitcoin the anime. But it was pretty amusing, I would say. I think what we might do is cut the stream a little bit shorter than, actually it's not even that. Literally this is the normal time we would end the stream. So funnily enough, we're gonna probably stream for another about 20 minutes so that we can keep it at around 2 hours and a half. And then it won't also be too late on my side. We'll see how that goes though. We've made quite a decent amount of progress, I believe, on the model. We're just doing the refining on some of the 3D process, or the 3D kind of effects, not effects, the 3D modeling of the model. All that's really remaining at this point is to do the, the angles on, or the left and right on the body, and that's really it. So it's not that much more to do. What we're doing at the moment is essentially we are trying to organize for the upper body to essentially move everything that needs to move. So that way when we do angle stuff, that everything moves appropriately. At that point, we will. I think the last point after we've done kind of the X and the Y movement for the body is we're going to look at kind of special related things. Oh, my cat is having a field day on one of my bags. Oh, maybe not. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like low-key falling asleep. I think what we might just do is, it's already 10:30 at the moment. We'll probably look at ending stream in about 10 minutes, which I think is pretty fair since I started the stream about 10 minutes later. In regards to raids, let me have a look and see if there's anybody available that we can actually do raids with. There is one person that is just chatting. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but oh, hey Disco. I'll likely pop back onto Discord afterwards if I had not fallen asleep. We'll see how it goes. The thing is, I forgot my coffee today, so I'm not as energetic as usual. Maybe not energetic is not probably not the right word, but I'm not as awake as normal. So we'll see. Can drink now? I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I could probably drink some coffee now, but that would mean that it might not take effect right away. So I think what we'll do is, plus I need to take a shower tonight as well, so yeah, I think what I'll do is I will, yeah, we'll then stream in about like 8-ish minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and I will do all those things and go to bed and sleep, because, well, yeah, maybe we'll see, I'll see how I feel, to be perfectly honest. Maybe I get like an inspiration or like a renewed vigor or renewed kind of like passion. Thanks for the recommendation there, by the way, Daisco. If I didn't say that already. Hmm. I wish there was like some sort of like physics system within Live 2D where you could just automatically have like gravity take effect on certain items. Like for example, if I was to make it that... No, actually, maybe I'm just complaining for nothing. You can pretty much do whatever you need to do in Live 2D anyway. It would be nice though. They are adding some pretty neat features in the new version. Things like deforming warp paths, which is freaking such a good idea. It's gonna make things like hair animation a lot easier to do, rather than the current process. Second tool to right of cursor tool. What, the lasso? This one here? So this is like a mass selection lasso tool. Or if you're working specifically on something in here, you can just select those vertices. Yeah, it can be kind of handy. What is 3D? Where is the option for 3D? You're gonna have to direct me, Diastico, because I don't know exactly what you're referring to. If you're talking about how I am doing 3D, yeah, it's a little bit different. Third button. Oh, third button? Brush selection tool? I've never used this before. I wonder what it does. Maybe it's like the liquefy tool in Photoshop. Have you used it, by the way, Nasco? Or do you know if it is for 3D modeling? Yeah, I mean, it'd be worth experimenting and actually looking at the documentation to figure out what exactly it is. No worries, dude. Um, yeah, I mean, I just unfortunately have never used it before, so I can't say, hey, this is exactly what it does. Anyway, with the time being what it is, and I'm kind of like low-key falling asleep, we're gonna start to wind down. Where's the song? Desktop? Whew. Alright. Yeah. I really like this music, to be perfectly honest. It's nice and chill, you know what I mean? Oh, really? Okay, so this is not the new up. I'm not on the new version of Live 2D, so that's likely why I can't see what you're referring to. If you do have access to the beta, you will likely see what Daisuke's talking about. I unfortunately don't have that one. I wait for them to tell me that there's an update so I can just do it. All right, let me end this this stream like this. We close it down, and now it's just the 7-8 of us. Oh, apparently. Oh, whoa. Okay, sorry. Okay. All right. So yeah. Okay. Let's say coffee is 100%. Okay, I've learned my lesson. Coffee is 100% required for me to stream, so that I do not fall asleep. Rick is what one? No, Daisuke, what are you doing to me here? I will be streaming again another day. The day in question is yet to be decided, but it will 100% be next week. And may very well even be tomorrow. But I will let you guys know via Twitter. What else? Let's do a debrief, right? So what we did today was we tried to start working on a new commission for a client, and unfortunately Live 2D just crashed. It was taking too long. The model was just too big, so just unfortunate in that regard. I will do that. I will start it out outside of stream, so you guys don't have to worry about it. It literally took a good 25 minutes to get to the point where I was just like, nah, sorry, I'm not gonna keep trying to do what it's doing. We started then rigging my model again, continuing on from where we left off. All of the upper head, like the head, has been resolved now. We got some 3D effects going as well, and the remainder of the body is what we will be doing next, assuming we are not doing the commission. Yeah, the goal is eventually to be able to use the model in live, in stream. So we'll try that again another time for sure. Anyway, let's see. We'll do a thanks for watching. I'm sorry I'm going kind of so quick through the thing. I'm just kind of getting tired. So sleepy tired, not exhaustion tired. Alrighty. Have a good evening, morning, and night, and make sure to, well, not requirement, but it would be really cool to see you guys in again tomorrow or whenever the next stream is. We will do a raid. We will do a raid. I'm finding a raid to do. Bear with me for a little bit while I look through and see if I can find anything in particular. I tend to go for ones that oh no, mute you. I tend to go with ones that are kind of lower on the viewer count. Let me see. What is this person? Oh, it's an artist. Looking like they're doing some pretty good stuff. Digital art. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. All right. Funny enough, I can still see your guys' messages, so chat box is still pretty active. All right. It's raid time. Here we go. Feel free to accept the raid or not. It's up to you guys. GG. What? Do you only get back now, Orochi? My eyes. They were having problems staying open, so I've been around. All right. Who are we raiding? We are going to be raiding Gwinshin. They are a little bit low on the viewers at the moment, but they do some pretty good looking art. So I thought it would be really cool that we give them a shout out and just kind of inundate them with love. So all right, here we go, guys. Raid commence. Feel free to join if you would like to, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Whether or not that's tomorrow, the day after, it'll be soon. You guys you'll be the first to know. All right, have a good one, guys. Talk to you in a bit.